Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to be filming a new video. I've been realizing that I've been itching to buy new shoes, so I thought instead of buying them, I can talk about them and maybe that'll make me feel better, or maybe it's worse, I don't know. Just as an overarching theme, I really think slim shoes are taking over. Like, I'm sorry. That's just also my personal preference. I've kind of talked about this in the past, but just in a continuation of the Samba craze, I would say. So the first pair of shoes that have been on my pins are the Prada sports line. This is like the vintage sort of resurgence from the past. Fun fact, I actually had a pair of these, like the ballet flats, when I was I don't know, in second grade. But I mean, I wouldn't fit them now, but it's just funny because it literally came full circle. They have this sports-esque feel to them, and I even wanted them since last year. I saw a pair from Mango that had very similar vibes to Prada because the ballet flat silhouette has this sports look to it that's similar to a sneaker. Ultimately, it's a sporty look, but still has a feminine touch because of the fact that it's in a ballet slipper look, if that makes sense. It's definitely out of the norm. I think it's chic in its own right, and it's something different from the ballet flat. The ones that I've seen right now that's on sale are from the past, vintage ones that people are reselling. I don't know if I would buy them, but because I feel yeah, I don't know. But yeah, those I've seen a lot, but it's hard to find because they're vintage. Obviously the size would be limited and you want to get ones that are pretty, in good condition. So there are other options, like I mentioned, Mango, probably Zara and stuff. Not that I'm looking at them on my screen here. It's a little grandma vibes, but you grow accustomed to them, isn't that? It's just so interesting that happens. But yeah, oh my gosh, even Anthropology is selling them. Next, also within the Prada line, and I guess just in the same silhouette of a very slim, low profile sneaker, are patent leather shoes. This is something sort of a hunch that I'm having, and it's just the fact that I've seen a lot of shoes on the runways that have a lot of bedazzling on the shoe. It catches your eye, but in my personal opinion, I wouldn't want to invest in a sneaker that's super all sequined or all studded. Really, it's just a little bit impractical for me. So a nice way to do that is to incorporate patent leather, and that shine, it's a little understated but also shines. So it's a very nice and chic combination. It's very low key but also catches your attention, if that makes sense. I've also seen the resurgence of silver. Talked about this in my last video about the surge in silver, but I definitely think we're gonna see it in shoes as well. So I have been looking for silver shoes. I really think the Adidas Wells Bonner collab, specifically the metallic silver ones, those are gonna be more popular again, especially in the summer, rather than the leopard ones. Obviously the leopard, the brown, the warm tones would match more with the winter anyway. I think we're gonna see it more, the silver ones, and I've always wanted that one. I just love the fact that it's so chrome and metallic, but it's just on your shoes, so it's not too loud. I also did see some vintage pairs from Nike and Prada that are of the metallic color, but obviously they're vintage, so I think it is worth checking out older, more vintage sneakers that are in the same colorway that you're looking for, but just is a different model. So one reason I haven't pulled the trigger on buying the Adidas Wells Bonner one is just because I've just seen it so much. A good way to still play into the trend while kind of being a little bit different in your own style would be to try to look for that silhouette and that colorway, but maybe in a different model. So I'm sure a whole bunch of other companies have a very similar look for probably way cheaper. I think that'll be really fun to play into, especially for the warmer months. Next, similar to the Samba, I've seen a surge of the Puma speedcats. These I actually really wanted for a bit, especially a few months ago. They have been doing a lot of campaigns with celebrities and influencers, so once you see it so much you realize that it influences you. I definitely wanted that, and I really wanted to invest in the suede brown ones, the tan brown ones. I just thought they were so chic, but looking back, I seriously wanted that so bad, but I'm so glad I didn't get it because I just don't really want them anymore. And I was looking on StockX, it wasn't that overpriced. I was like, I need to get these. I realized that I can get a tan suede shoe from a different brand that I resonate more with rather than Puma. And the reason why I wanted the one from Puma is strictly because I've seen it on certain people, so it would be me just buying into the trend rather than the look. The way you can kind of tell if you would really want it, whether you're just wanting it because you're influenced or whether you want it because you actually like the style, is whether or not you'd be willing to invest in the same style, same color, silhouette, but from a different brand. All that to say, it's still gonna be trending. Like, all that to say, it's literally still gonna be trending. That's just my POV. I've seen that in the red, black, and tan. And among the three, I do think the tan one is like the most sort of unique and new and refreshing, because red I'm sort of over, and black you can kind of literally get that in any other silhouette or any other company. But if you like that look, then obviously go for it. And I have seen a few looks with the black suede one that honestly is pretty nice. But suede specifically in like the summer, I just think sometimes can make your outfit look a little bit like stuffy in a sense. Similarly, I do think the Adidas shoes will be like trending. A lot of people have predicted this already, but I've seen it a lot, and at first I was like so against it, but now I'm actually kind of like, oh, like, I see what they're going for, which I think speaks volumes on the fact that it is trending. You sort of grow accustomed. I saw one from, I believe it's like a collab with Bad Bunny, and the stripes go all the way to the bottom, and it has this like very unique design to it. Unique elements into a basic shoe will be very popular. It's very sleek and slim, has very specific design elements that they've done purposefully, intentionally. I really think we'll see a lot of patterns on her shoes. I have been seeing a lot of the cow print, like cowhide, utilizing like pony hair, cowhide print, that sort of like white with black spot print I've seen a lot. I know that Adidas did a collab with ASOS. Their collab had the cow print on there as well with the sort of fur hair detail on it. And I think that's just another example of like these sort of textural elements, whether like beads or studs or the fur that are on our shoes. So yeah, it's definitely something that we've seen, but I think now it's gonna get like a mass appeal, and I really like it actually. So it adds texture regardless of the fact that it's like warmer out. Similar also to aspects of suede. Suede we usually often see in like the cooler months, but these upcoming seasons I really think we're gonna see suede but in different colors. I've seen Clarks, they've been having a moment. Just side note, I've low-key been talking about these like early on. We talked about this in like my 2024 trend prediction video, so I feel like I'm a little early. So if we want to be ahead, but now it's really coming in and people are really starting to wear them. But Clarks and different colorways of the suede. But yeah, I really think shoes are having a moment. Slim line sneakers, I personally really love it. I've been looking for, like I mentioned, the metallic shoes, patent details. That sort of thing has really caught my eye, and it breaks your outfit up without you really trying too hard. So that was everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you in my next video. Please like and subscribe.